Hello and good afternoon. Well, it's at least afternoon here on this June 16th, 2015. Time is 2 p.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of New York State where I live and reside, and we have a blooming sunflower. And we have Dawn, we got some viewers coming in. Dawn, we got Greg. Hello, Greg. Yes, we have one that's blooming. A sunflower. We have David from Party World. Hello, Dawn. Hello, David from Ireland, and Greg is from the UK. Welcome and good afternoon, and welcome to Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. Yes, it is hot. We got a clear skies here. We did have some Greg sitting in a meeting, hopefully can join the trivia soon. Okay, if not, you can see it on the replay, Greg, because Adrian will not be able to join us this afternoon. How we all doing? Let me get my seat here over in the shade. I didn't think I was going to be able to come outside because we do have some thunderstorms in the... I did tweet a picture of the sky, which right now we have... Just about a half hour ago, there is a lot of dark clouds out there, and I didn't think I was going to come out here this... Thank you, David. Yes, that's a sunflower. That's the first one blooming there of, what we got, 3, 4, 5 more plants to have to bloom. And let's see, we have 5 viewers. We have David, and we have 4 web viewers. Okay, for the web viewers, you can go ahead and... I've got the Twitter up. So if you want to tweet me, please do. I greatly appreciate you being here on Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. And I am on my iPad mini, so I will be able to archive this. I got a little, I won't say upset, but discouraged, I guess, after last week's Periscopes that I did on the Android phone here. I'm not able to retain them from the camera roll. And just to give you an idea, I am wearing the colors of the day, and actually this t-shirt that's the logo from Two Guys in a Car, if you remember that podcast. Rob he sent me this from the UK, one of the guys that are in the car, and I just felt like wearing it today, sort of the colors of the day. So let's get on started with Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. We've got 7 viewers. Very good. Seems like all our viewers are from the web. And you're the one that's in the broadcast here, David. And greatly appreciate the postings that you did today. Very good pictures there of the shop. I love the balloons. That was really neat. I'm a little above the 40 there, though. I don't know. I was impressed with the balloons, though. They were very neat. Okay, we got 8 viewers, 7 from the web. Very good. I greatly appreciate the views from the web as much as I do being here in Periscope. I really enjoy doing the Periscopes. And like I said, I did get a little discouraged before we start broadcasting from my Android phone, so I'm going to be doing that on a limited basis, primarily because I think there's a camera roll bug that I can't retain and download. There's a file there, but it's unrecognizable. And also, before we start, I just want, like I said, Adrian TurboStream was not going to be with us. He's going to be watching the replay. So when you watch the replay, Turbo, Adrian, we say hello to you. And also, I also want to recommend David, if you're not, let's see, David, you won't be getting too many answers. Oh, that's okay. I only got 8 questions, so if I don't get any answers, Dave, that's okay. You just tell me, read the answer, okay? That'll be your cue, if you're the only one in there. Incidentally, the audience, if, you know, by taking part in the Periscope, you get to be part of the conversation. That's one of the great aspects of Periscope. And David here at Party World, he's a regular viewer. I'm not sure who our web viewers are, but again, I am greatly... 7 web viewers, I like that. That's very good. Also, if for Periscope, I want to highlight somebody because I was on his scope this morning. and that's Brian Fanzo. If you haven't followed him on Periscope or Twitter, I recommend you do. He's a great guy. I want to give him a plug here. I am following him both on Twitter and Periscope, and his Twitter handle is @iSocialFanz, and I'll spell that, the @ ISOCIALFANZ. The guy is and David's saying hi to the web viewers. Brian is a fantastic guy, very positive. I like his outlook as far as you got to think like the fan, and hopefully I am thinking like you are, that I'm bringing something to you of value and entertainment, if not the least, because I do enjoy doing these Periscopes, and they are fun. So let's get on with our first question here on Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. And where we left off last Thursday, if you remember, David, we were talking about the Eagles. They were in the story of The Hobbit where they meet the Eagles, rescue the party. And so the first question is, always entertaining. Thank you, David. I try to be. I always look forward to this because it's a real treat for me. And we're still holding with 8 viewers. And again, I greatly, sincerely appreciate the views. So question number 1 for today's episode. After the Eagles depart, Gandalf speaks about a quiet, forbidden, strong man who is a skin changer and, quote, under no enchantment but his own. Who is he? And you should know this one, David, or at least give a good stab at it. I know Greg would answer it right off the bat. Greg, who is from the UK and a regular viewer as well, he is pretty good in this trivia. Do you have any clues, David? Okay, we're down to 5 viewers. Beowulf. Pretty close, but that's a different story. Which is a good story, too, actually. I like the movie. No, the answer is the wizard was referring to Beorn, Beorn. He's the guy that I guess he could change into a bear, who provides them with lodging for the night, and actually protection also. I forget what forest. God, what forest? That was in the... Oh, geez, the Lonely Forest? I can't remember it. But he was a skin changer. I think he changed into becoming a bear. So, okay, question number 2. At the Enchanted River, one dwarf falls victim to its magic. Why does this leave a heavy burden on all the travelers? And that would be the other dwarfs and Bilbo, primarily the other dwarfs. I'll say that again. At the Enchantment River, one dwarf falls victim to its magic. Why does this leave a heavy burden on all the travelers? Any clues, David? No? Okay, we have silence, which is all right. None, okay. Let's see. And I'm trying to remember where that is in the story, the Enchanted River. But the answer is, after he slips into the water, Bombur, B-O-M-B-U-R, falls into a deep, deep sleep, obliging the other dwarfs to carry him on their back for several days. Because of their friend's great weight, that would be Bombur's weight. I guess he was a pretty heavy one. This becomes infinitely a weary task. So they had to carry his load literally because he was asleep. So I'm trying to think of where that river is, because I don't recall that. You know, that's the thing about the trivia questions we're asking. We're rediscovering sections. Should have got that. You should have? Really? Okay, we got trucks passing by. And just to give you an idea, we do have some overcast. It's a little bit humid, but I thought I'd be out on the back porch to do today's show. But given the break in the weather, which we've had some rainstorms and thunderstorms over the last couple days. So, okay, question number 3. How many of the dwarfs are captured by the spiders, and who saves them? How many of the dwarfs, when they get captured by the spiders, and who saves them? I'm trying to remember that. Looks nice there. Yeah, it is. It's not too bad. There's the cornfield in the back there. Then the corn. Oh, my Lord. Last week it was just about an inch off the ground, popping through the ground. It's already 3 to 4 inches, the little stalks back there. And the corn is starting to talk. Looks nice there. Okay, that's a repeat. That's one of those little bugs, repeat answers. So any answer on that question? David, how many dwarfs are captured by the spiders? That's fast. And who saves them? Six? 6 of them. You got to throw a number up there. What the heck? 36 or 6. Though there was a number. What was it? Oh, another thing I need to say, and I heard it through the grapevine. Our great friend and great communicator, Paul Omani at Omani Blog. I got word that I ended up making his list yesterday, which, wow. That's he is a gracious man. He is another individual that anybody that's watching this should follow at Omani Blog. A very generous, I'm going to say humanitarian. He is a great guy. He's a great guy to follow, and I want to plug him in here because it's just very. Very good. Yes, was there? Oh, you were there. Okay. Okay, David. I think I'd still have a chance to watch a replay, but somebody sent me a message saying that I ended up making a list of his. So, it says Fireman Rich. Oh, that's something different. You got a little arrow there. Oh, that's different. On the comments there, David, I see that. That's pretty interesting. That must be the new reply thing. Okay, how many of the dwarfs are captured? On the list, okay. How many of the dwarfs are captured by the spiders and how many? The answer is all the dwarfs except Thorin are taken by the giant anacards. I guess that means spiders. Bilbo, now gaining in stature, comes to their rescue. So I'm trying to think again. Where did the spiders come into play? Where they captured the dwarfs? I don't remember that in the story. Okay, question number 4. When the dwarfs arrive near Laketown, they don't seem exalted. Oh, in the cave. Yeah, I know they were in a cave, but I can't recall any spiders. As far as I know, they had to battle the trolls, and trolls are down in the ground, and goblins as well, I guess, but I'm not sure. To me, they're both the same, but there is a difference. And we're going to be talking about some orgs in particular here in the next set of questions. But when the dwarves arrive near Laketown, they don't seem exalted. Why are they downcast, and who helps them with their problems? So I know they weren't very welcomed in Laketown in the movie. That was pretty evident, because the people there did not want them all to wake up the dragon. Let sleeping dragons lie. So we're down to 2. We have David, and we have one web viewer that's hanging out with us, which I greatly appreciate. So when the dwarfs arrive near Laketown, they don't seem exalted. Orgs. Why are they downcast, and who helps them with their problems? No, I don't think the orgs helped them with their problems, David. Let's see. The answer is their long voyage in barrels, which I remember that, the barrel ride, which was a pretty, in the movie, if you saw the movie, it was pretty roller coastery. The long voyage in the barrels left the group waterlogged and famished. While many of the dwarfs rested, Bilbo, Keely, and Thorn go into town for food and supplies, which that's in the story, but in the movie they all arrive there, I think, together. If I'm not, correct me if I'm not sure. Or did they make it to the mountain first? I don't know. There's another part right there. Okay. Around 6 years ago, I only saw the movie. Okay. You need to catch up on the movies, David. I think you really enjoy them. If you, the last one, the third one of The Hobbit, it was long, but it completed the story. I think of all three, the first movie was the best. The second one was okay. Then the third one, I guess all the juice of excitement was, unless you were a diehard Tolkien fan, even though it did pretty good at the box office, it wasn't as good as, it was good. It was up there 3-4 stars and stuff. It wasn't a bomb of any sorts, but I think people were expecting more than what it was. Okay, question number 5. After days of searching, Bilbo and his short-statured crew, which would be the dwarves, find the secret entrance shown on Thorn's map. But one failure threatens to bring them down on their entire enterprise. What is it, and how is it overcome? I'll read that again. After days of searching, Bilbo and his short-statured crew, which would be the dwarfs, find the secret entrance shown on Thorn's map. But one failure threatens to bring down their entire enterprise. What is it, and how is it overcome? I know if Adrian was here, he would give us a very good answer. And then we would get the correct answer from Greg. Both of them from the UK. Since our one web viewer cannot answer, David, do you have an answer? Or are you tying balloons? Clueless, yes. I think that's what Adrian would say. I was thinking that right away. They're clueless. Let's see, the answer. No amount of pounding, welding, or brainstorming allowed them to pry the door open. It was closed shut. Only remembering the key and offering a riddle can illuminate the path. So you had this, I believe you had to say a riddle. So, okay, that was number 5. We've got 5 more, and they're actually short ones. And this will actually finish this particular section. Our second section of the book is going to be completed, David. Okay. Let's see, that's 4. Okay, question 6. When Bilbo Baggins finally returns to the hill, he arrives at the most inappropriate time. What event makes his appearance so incongruous? I don't even know what that word is. Again, one of the benefits of Periscope. I'm practicing my pronunciation as I read this book, and I don't think I did that word justice, but excellent, need some tips. When Bilbo finally returns to the hill, he arrives at the most inappropriate time. So this is after the journey was all over. And it would be at the end of The Hobbit, the story of The Hobbit. What event makes his appearance so, I guess I'm going to say surprising, because I know what this is referring to. Do you remember that one, David? What was the thing going on when he arrived back at the hill, back at his home, after his adventure? I'm not hearing any answer. A party? Well, that's what I thought. There was a party, but I guess there was a party going on, but not for Bilbo. It was an auction for the effects of the presumed deceased hobbit, being Bilbo, because he'd been on his adventure, is nearly its completion. So all his stuff was being sold off. So he's scrambling around getting all his possessions. So, which would be the Hobbit thing to do, I think, back then, or back at that time. If the Hobbit didn't arrive back in a certain amount of time. Okay, this is question 7. And this is the last, or the next couple ones are about orgs, David. Do orgs make good dinner companions? Have you ever had a dinner party with an org? So do orgs make good dinner companions? No. I don't. Well, I would agree with that, because they're not the most pleasant of creatures. But let's see, orgs, only if you fancy the idea of being dinner. These lonesome creatures are opportunists, cannibals. So they eat. They're cannibalistic. So the only time they're going to make a good dinner companion is if you're the dinner, because they're enjoying eating you, I guess. You get one right, yeah. You get one right. I don't think I got that one right, because I don't get any of them right, David. It's only Greg that gets them all right. I've got the answers to the book. Okay. I try and make a good guess, good stab at it, though. All right, let's see. This is question 4, 5, 6, 7. This is number 8. How do orgs avoid sunburn? And I know what Adrian say. Get some suntan lotion on him. He would probably say that. I don't think he would be clueless. He would just say the common sense thing. Put some suntan lotion on. How do orgs avoid sunburn? Any clues, David? Put mud on themselves. Yeah, that's not bad. That would be good. That would be their version of suntan lotion, I guess. Okay, the answer is because they hate the light of the sun, which we all know. Orgs cling to their caves and tunnels by day and fight and cower by night. So they are nocturnal, I guess. Is nocturnal being a creature of the night? I think so. Okay. All right, question number 9. What are female orgs called? I don't remember. Okay, David say true to that last one. What are female orgs called? I don't recall female orgs being in the story, but that would be a good question. Because you have a lot of orgs, so, you have to have a way of generating the population. Unless there's a different way of doing it among orgs, I don't know. I gotta switch my hands here. Be a little shaky. Mrs. Orgs, yeah. I don't recall any orgs there. Let's see. The answer is, let's see, the question again. What are female orgs called? Actually, nothing, because none have ever been seen. They don't know, I don't think we see one female org, and I don't think we ever see one female troll reading the story or in the movies themselves. And Greg will have to correct me if I'm wrong, because I know he is an astute student of tokenology. And of course, none exist. Well, how do they populate? How do they, you got to hit, I don't know. They move from Warcraft over to the land of Tolkien. Okay, here we go with the last question. What is Beryl? B-E-R-Y-L. I don't know if I'm spelling it. Dark side. Yeah, they come from the dark side. The last question, number 10. What is barrel? And I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. B-E-R, B-R-Y-L, burl, burl, barrel, 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 burl, burl. I'm going to just say burl. Do you know what that is, David? Do you have any idea? B-E-R-Y-L. What is barrel? And like I said, I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm going to have to ask one of my son or my daughter there. They have a better way of a better grasp of the English language than their old man here. So, any clues? And we still have one web. Okay, David says sorry, not a clue, and I'm going to. And the one web viewer, I want to recognize you still hanging with us. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for hanging with us. Okay, the burl is an emerald. Elves love to use them as tokens. So it's a jewel. And I know playing Lord of the Rings online, that's one of the items you can collect. Which I'm still going to work on, maybe a broadcast with that particular game when I get a chance to sit down. It's just that at the meantime, having a full house, it's sort of taxing on the home network there, as far as everybody having Wi-Fi. Before coming on for this particular broadcast, I had to ask my two kids there if they were on the Wi-Fi. That would be fun. Yeah, I'm looking at that. I think it would be fun just to share that in a broadcast and the like. So that's 10 questions. And with those 10 questions being over with, we are actually at the end of... We're actually up to page 67. So I think that's more than halfway. 67, yeah, because there's about 124. Yeah, we're about halfway. Let me check let's see, the first section was that we went over with was the myth makers, and then this section we just completed was called A World of Hobbits, Elves, and Dwarfs. And our next... Wow, we're getting there. Yes, our next section is going to be Frodo and Friends. So that's going to be interesting. Frodo. So we're actually with Frodo. That means we're up to Lord of the Rings, the trilogy. So that's going to be interesting, and. Which we're halfway through, and I'm already thinking about, and this is more or less, I've got some books I may be reading, and they're children's books, but I might be doing those to where I was going to be doing them. Let's see, Greg or David says have to get on Google before Thursday. Okay. But I'm thinking about something. I'm already thinking about something to do with Periscope after this. But I think we still have half a book to go, a couple more sections in this particular book. And if I can get there one more time. Let's see. And actually, yeah, there's two more sections. There's Frodo's and Friends, and the last section will be Roads Go Ever On. And then there's a brief bibliography. But there's 4 sections, so we're halfway through the book. And I was thinking about doing some reading of some children's books. What's the idea about the kids' books? Well, I'm working on that. I've got a series of books, and I used to read them to my kids. These set of books almost made it to a couple of yard sales, and I actually pulled them, and to me they are treasures because they give me memories of reading to my children when they were younger, and I thought it would be neat to go ahead and do those on Periscope, and then also be able to upload them on YouTube. I was going to do a YouTube, but I think if I can do it on Periscope, I think it'll be a lot more funner because it's a live aspect, and I like that. It's sort of, it's no editing. I like the, just the natural viewing and video of it and stuff. That would be real. And I think, I don't know, there's some people I know that have kids, and if it's up on YouTube, they might want to give their kids a treat, and I would get a kick out of being able to tell stories to kids again and stuff. So it's sort of a little bit lower. Well, how do I mean by lower? It's a little bit. They're easier books. They actually, when you read one book, it only takes about maybe 5 to 10 minutes in reading, but there's different aspects of subject matter, and I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to give away too much and stuff. And I know David is very interested and stuff like that. So, but we've been on for about 30 minutes because we started a little early. We started at 2 o'clock because Tuesday we start early. So I had a good time, a fun time here, folks. David, I greatly appreciate you being in the audience, as well as our one web viewer. And for those that watch us on the replay, if you could share it, it would be greatly appreciated. I will also be putting this up on the YouTube because it is being recorded on the iPad mini, and I have full faith that the camera roll on my iPad mini, when it's broadcasting on Periscope, will retain the video. So you can watch for it there. And to get to my YouTube channel, you could either plug in @Fireman Rich on YouTube, and that'll take you to one of my videos, and you can drive that way. And David, a pleasure as always. That's for the likes and the comments today. Thank you, David. Greatly appreciate your time for being in the audience. Adrian had some guests that he was entertaining, and I think Greg was busy in a meeting of some sort, so I know they'll probably be watching this on replay. And our web viewer, whoever you may be, greatly appreciated of your view of this broadcast. And again, I really value your time, and it's greatly appreciated. So I'm going to end this broadcast now by saying we'll see you this Thursday for Tolkien Trivia Thursday, and it'll be about 4 o'clock Eastern, so that's going to be about 9 o'clock your time there, David. It will be after I get out of work. Sorry, couldn't answer. That's fine. There's no requirement to be able to answer the questions. Just have a good time in the broadcast. That's the main thing. And again, it's greatly appreciated of your views and the like. So with that, I'm going to be ending, and I hope you all have a good rest of the day wherever you may be. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now, and as always, peace.